everyone, it's Vicky from Minerva. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my top fabric picks for the Minerva Exclusive Patterns Iris Cardigan. So the Iris Cardigan is a relaxed, sleeveless, knee-length cardigan and it's great as a layering piece or a cover-up. It's got, like I say, a relaxed silhouette and it's suitable for medium to heavyweight knit fabrics. So that's what the pattern's been designed for. So examples of those would include medium to heavyweight sweater knits, French terry, textured knits, Ponto Roma, all those sorts of fabrics. So I've chosen a big stash here of different fabrics which I think are all absolutely perfect for the Iris cardigan, and we've got lots of different base cloths here, so we've not just got, you know, different prints on the same fabric. I've got a whole range of different base cloths to hopefully help you you know, sort of understand the different sorts of fabrics that are suitable for the Iris, and you know, what sort of weight suit it, what sort of fibres, and really just the general characteristics you're looking for in a fabric to make the Iris cardigan a successful sewing project. So let's get stuck in. So first of all, I've got a selection of 3 different sweater knit fabrics. So these are all from our core ranges here at Minerva. So the first one here, so this is our chunky cotton sweater knit. It's 80% cotton, 20% polyester, and this one is 400 GSM. So that puts it into our heavyweight category here at Minerva. And isn't that just absolutely beautiful? I hope you can see some of the texture of that on camera. But this fabric, it looks like it could have been hand knitted. Of course it's not, it's made on a machine. But it has cables that run down the length of the fabric that really just do resemble a hand knitted fabric. It's predominantly cotton, this fabric, so it feels beautifully luxurious, and you know, it just has a wonderful handle to it. This is a dusky rose pink colour, but it comes in lots of different colours as it's one of our Minerva core ranges. And this, yeah, would just be absolutely fabulous for a cardigan. It's one of those fabrics that when you look at it, you think, you know, the first thing I think to make it would be a cardigan, and it's absolutely perfect for the Iris cardigan. In fact, a lot of our, well, some of our pattern testers actually use this fabric when we, you know, tested sewing the garment up, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that's my first sweater knit to pick. Next up we have another sweater knit. So this again is our chunky cotton sweater knit. Again, it's 80% cotton, 20% polyester, and again this one is 400 GSM. Now what makes this one different, obviously this is our denim blue colourway, but again with it being a core range fabric, it comes in a whole range of colours. So what makes this fabric different is the knit stitches that have been used to actually create the fabric. So with this one, we have a very geometric kind of design that almost gives it the look of like a chunky basket weave. So it's got a really gorgeous texture to it. Again, with it being predominantly cotton, feels absolutely beautiful, and that heavy weight, the 400 grams per square metre, it just hangs wonderfully for a cardigan. And you know, I think it really, the softness of the drape in these fabrics I think really suits the Iris, because you know, it has got that relaxed silhouette, and it can work very well with a fabric that has a little bit of drape like these ones do. So yeah, it's another absolutely gorgeous option, and if you're somebody like me that loves texture in fabrics and something a little bit different, they're absolutely gorgeous. And then the next one I've got is the last of 3 sweater knits. Now this one again is our chunky cotton sweater knit, but this one is 500 GSM, so it's heavier than the other 2, and again is 80% cotton, 20% polyester. And look at this fabric, it's absolutely gorgeous. If you love chunky textured knits like this, you'll absolutely love this fabric. It has a very simple knit stitch, this one. I think it's classed as like a fisherman's rib, this type of knit, but correct me if I'm wrong with that. And yeah, this beautiful colour, it's like a rich sort of jewelly kind of teal green sort of colour. Absolutely gorgeous. But again, with it being a core range fabric, this comes in a whole range of colours, and there's a huge colour range we're stocking this one at Minerva, so there's definitely going to be something to suit everyone. Yeah, and it's just the handle of that, the weight of it, it'll make an absolutely gorgeous cardigan, and yeah, it's just made to be perfect for making into the Iris cardigan, that one. So next up, we're going to take a look at some textured knits. So this category on Minerva, now if you're somebody that's bought one of the Minerva fabric guides, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say textured knits. So textured knits are those sort of knits that don't necessarily fall into any other category, but they have some sort of texture in the way they've been knitted. So this first one, for example, so this is our cable textured stretch knit fabric. It's made from 81% polyester, 16% viscose and 3% lycra, and it's 340 GSM, so that falls out into our medium to heavyweight category. So the weight of this fabric is less than the first three I've shown you. However, weight and thickness don't necessarily correspond, so this fabric actually has got a good thickness to it. It's nice and cosy and chunky, and hopefully you'll be able to see on camera those gorgeous cable knit effect in the texture on that fabric. It's absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully you'll be able to see those cable knits. It's such a beautiful fabric for autumn and winter, is this one. Absolutely perfect for the Iris cardigan. It's got the weight that a cardigan like that needs, and even though it's chunky and cosy and textured, it still has a softness and a little bit of drape, so it's going to really work well for that relaxed silhouette. And yeah, I love the feel of this fabric. It's super soft on the front, so it's going to make a really gorgeous Iris cardigan, is that one. And that's out the red colourway. Obviously it's quite a raspberry kind of red colour, but it comes in a whole range of colours on the Minerva website. So next up, we've got something a little bit different. So this is a fabric by Mind the Maker. We've stocked the whole range here at Minerva, and this is the organic Jacko textured stretch knit. So it's made from 95% organic cotton and 5% elastane, and it's 280 GSM, so that's medium to heavy weight. Now, even though this one is similar weight to the last fabric, it has a very different kind of texture, so it doesn't feel as thick. Let me hold that one out there. Yeah, it's definitely lighter in weight, but still absolutely fabulous for the Iris cardigan. It's just going to make a lighter, not quite so chunky cardigan. And what's beautiful about this fabric, hopefully it will come across on camera, but if you can't see the details there, please do check out the photos on your website, because we have some very close-up shots and even a close-up video, showing you the details of the fabric. Because what makes this really special is the jacquard knit. That's actually knit into the fabric itself rather than a print on the top, and it creates this wonderful texture from all these different knit stitches that create what to me looks kind of like an abstract leaf kind of pattern. Yeah, very kind of abstract version, but yeah, just that little bit of texture, that little bit of interest, it just, I think, elevates the fabric and makes it extra special. I love, when working with a plain fabric, I love it when it has something just a little bit different, and this fabric certainly has that. It's beautifully soft. You can feel the organic cotton. It's gorgeous quality, and this comes in a whole range of colours. Obviously this is the rusty coloured one that's called Sienna, but yeah, there's a whole range of colours available on our website. Next up, we have a quilted textured knit, and this is just fabulous. It's again, one of our pattern testers used this fabric to make their version, and it works so well for the Iris cardigan. It's just gorgeous. So this is our Minerva Core range quilted textured stretch knit. It's made from 81% polyester, 16% viscose, 3% lycra, and it is 370 GSM, which falls into our heavyweight category. So let me hold this one out for you. I love this caramel colour as well, but again, it comes in a whole range of colours on your website. And can you see that quilted texture of this fabric? It's absolutely stunning. What's quite unusual with this fabric is often with quilted fabrics, they are generally made from woven fabrics more often than not, but this one is actually a quilted knit fabric, and that gives it this fabulous softness. And can you see how, you know, how much drape that fabric has? It's for such a thick, cosy fabric, the handle on it is so soft and so fluid. So I think it's a perfect combination of thickness and coziness and softness and drape for the Iris cardigan. It works so well for it, and I think it because of the quilted kind of nature, it gives it a very cosy feel. So if you want an Iris cardigan, you know, for the colder months, this is a really, really lovely option. And with all those layers in the quilting, you know, you're looking at 3 layers in that fabric, it's definitely going to create, you know, a piece that's going to keep the chill off for sure. So next up, we've got a couple of different rib fabrics. So first of all, let's have a look at our Ottoman rib fabric. So if you haven't come across the term Ottoman rib before, it's a type of rib fabric that has a very kind of distinct rib texture. And I'll just hold this out here. And this is a rib fabric as opposed to a ribbing fabric. Again, if you have a copy of the Minerva fabric guide, you'll know the difference between the two. But a rib fabric like this is, you know, a full width fabric, so you can make the whole garment out of it. You know, it's not just destined for, you know, ribs and waistbands and things like that. And what I loved about this fabric, so with this, it's 95% cotton, 5% elastane, and again, you can really feel the cotton in this. It's lovely. And the weight of this is 270 GSM, so that puts it into our medium to heavyweight category. And for such a, you know, it's a quite a thick, heavy rib fabric, but it's beautifully soft. And again, can you see that element of drape that it has? It's such a fluid, soft handle. And again, that makes it perfect for the Iris cardigan. This is the beautiful mauve colourway. So it's a very kind of greyish, mauvey purple colour. But it does come in a whole range of colours as well. But I think that's a beautiful, kind of sophisticated colour, that one. But yeah, whatever kind of colour you like, well, I'm sure we'll have that in the range here at Minerva. And then next up, so this one is our yarn dyed heavy cotton rib fabric. So again, this one is 95% cotton, 5% lycra, and this one is 300 GSM, so in our medium to heavyweight category. And this one it's similar to the Ottoman rib, but this isn't an Ottoman rib, it's a normal rib fabric, so it has a slightly different rib texture. And what's special about this fabric is that the threads or the yarns that have gone into the fabric, that have actually been knitted together to make the fabric, are actually yarn dyed. And what yarn dyed means is that the yarn itself is dyed before it is woven or knitted, in this case, into the fabric. So what that means is that the stripes are always going to be on grain, they're always going to be straight in a knit fabric like this, and it's just fabulous quality. You know, when you handle this fabric at home, you'll feel the quality of it. It's just absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I thought for a stripy Iris cardigan, it'd be a really lovely look. This one is the beautiful ecru kind of beigey colour, very earthy kind of tones, very on trend right now. But we do have a few other colourways in this fabric as well. Next up, so now we've got some print. So if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know I love print. And yeah, couldn't let this video go by without including some print options. So the first one we've got is our new Minerva Exclusive Ponto Roma fabric. So Ponto Roma is absolutely ideal for the Iris cardigan. You know, it's a medium to heavyweight stable knit fabric. You know, it's got the weight. This, like this one, you know, it's got the softness. You can see, you know, got an element of drape. Yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful for it. Our Minerva Exclusive Ponto is not a super heavy Ponto Roma, so the weight on this one is 270 GSM, so that's a medium to heavyweight Ponto. But yeah, it's a beautiful weight for the Iris cardigan, and you know, it comes in a huge range of gorgeous prints as well, all available on our website. This particular one is called Painter's Patchwork. It's one of our most popular designs. Isn't that stunning? Love the sort of colourful patches on that. I thought that would really suit the Iris cardigan so well. I love the idea of that, and it would go with so many things in your wardrobe because of all those colours in there. The fabric composition on this one is 25% viscose, 74% polyester and 3% elastane, and like I say, it's 270 GSM. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And if you want a fabric with a print on it, our Ponto Romas will be a fabulous kind of everyday option. Yeah, really, really lovely. If you love the idea of a Ponto Roma but you don't want a print, we have several different ranges of Ponto Roma on our website. All would be lovely for the Iris cardigan, but I've actually chose, my personal favourite would be our heavy Ponto Roma fabric. This one is 60% viscose, 35% polyester, 5% elastane, and this one is 360 GSM, which falls into our heavyweight category. And you can see again with this one, so it's got fabulous weight. I love that cobalt blue colour. I think that's absolutely fabulous. But yeah, it comes in a whole range of colours because it's one of our core ranges. And yeah, just the feel of this Ponto is fabulous. It's got a beautiful weight, beautiful softness, lots of gorgeous colours. So yeah, that would be my pick for the Iris. And then next up, so first of all, we'll talk, it's actually the fabric that I'm wearing, the one on the mannequin as well. So this is another sweater knit fabric. So, and this one I've included here because it's another one of our prints. So this one is the Minerva Exclusive Sweater Knit collection. And so with this fabric, it's 96% polyester, 4% elastane, and it's 210 grams per square metre, so that's medium weight. And again, it's one of those fabrics, like I think our sweater knit is perfect for the Iris cardigan. When we were designing the pattern and, you know, going through all the sort of the design process, this was the fabric that I had in my head for this pattern. It's, you know, it's got a thickness, a good weight to it, but it's still got an element of softness and drape. It's just perfect as a layering kind of piece. Yeah, to carry you through the transitional seasons. Of course, I love this print. This one's called Brushwork Prints. It's the, like I said, the one I'm wearing. This is actually our Savannah dress, which is one of our other patterns in the Minerva Exclusive collection. But yeah, this for the Iris cardigan, I just thought would be absolutely gorgeous. And it does come in lots of other prints as well. Yeah, so there's lots of options in terms of print on that one. Then next up, so I've got another Minerva Exclusive base cloth. So this is our loop back French terry fabric, and this is our Urban Cheetah print. But like in all the Minerva Exclusive collections, you know, it comes in lots and lots of different print options. So yeah, so this is our loop back French terry fabric, and the composition on this one is 95% cotton, 5% elastane, and it's 260 GSM, so that's medium to heavy weight. And yeah, with this fabric, you have a little bit less drape than probably most of the other options that I've shown you, but it still works really well for the Iris cardigan. Yeah, and again, some of our pattern testers actually made up their versions in this type of fabric, and it works really, really well. So we have a whole range of gorgeous prints on our website. But if you like the idea of using a loop back French terry and you prefer a plain colour, we do have our Minerva core ranges as well, and in loop back French terry we have every colour of the rainbow, every colour you could possibly imagine, so there'll be lots and lots of choice for you there. Then the last two fabric options I've got for you, so one of them is a little bit of a wild card, and both of them are definitely sort of more dressed up fabric options. So I love the idea of making the Iris cardigan in a more fancy fabric and using it as like a little cover up, you know, so that you could wear on, you know, a night out, you know, just a more special occasion. And I think it does really lend itself to being made in a, you know, slightly more, I guess, fancy kind of fabric, you know, with it just being kind of like more of like a little cover up. So first of all, we've got our beautiful Minerva Exclusive Crush Velvet fabric. So this one is our gorgeous Boudoir Bouquet design, absolute bestseller. This print, and you can see why it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So our crushed velvet has a gorgeous, very subtle kind of crushed texture to it that really means it, you know, it catches the light in a subtle way, but it's yeah, very, very special finish. So this one is 92% polyester, 8% elastane, and it's 255 GSM, so that puts it in our medium to heavyweight category. So with this fabric, you know, obviously it's a velvet, but it's a knit velvet, so, you know, the type of fabric you need for the iris. And again, because of the weight of it and because of that softness and drape, I think it will work really well in the iris. Yeah, I think, you know, it's really going to create a more special occasion kind of piece. Something that's just, yeah, just a little bit more elevated. And then the last option I've got is definitely a little bit of a wild card, but I love this idea and I'm very, very tempted to sew this up myself. So this is actually our sequin, well, it's a sequin fabric, and it's our sequin soft velvet stretch knit fabric, 100% polyester, and this is 650 GSM, so definitely in our heavyweight category, and it's the weight of all the sequins, you know, that adds to the weight of the fabric. So look at this, isn't that, oh, just amazing. I'm one of those sorts of people, I'm completely fall for sequins. Anything that sparkles like this has definitely got my attention. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Now there's obviously lots of different types of sequin fabrics available, but I think very few of them are actually suitable for the iris, because generally sequin fabrics will come on a mesh kind of base that, you know, is similar to either like a tulle or a lace fabric. Now those fabrics, some of those you could probably get away with as a bit of a hack with the Iris cardigan, but this one is absolutely perfect, and that's because the actual base of the fabric itself, like you can see it at the selve edge here, so the actual base of the fabric is a stretch knit velvet fabric, so similar in a way to our Minerva Exclusive crushed velvet, but this is a pan, which is a plain velvet, but a stretch knit. And you know, like I said, it's a heavy weight, so it's got the weight, and you can see as well, you know, it's got that fabulous drape as well. So really the main difference between this and the last fabric is the addition of all the sequins. So there is absolutely nothing to stop you using a fabric like this for the Iris cardigan, and you could make a fabulous knee-length sequin cover-up that you could wear to any party, any special occasion. I think it will be absolutely gorgeous. You know, you could really glam up any outfit with, you know, this very simple cover up. And, you know, sequins fabrics are a little bit more tricky to sew, definitely. You know, you need to take more time and care with them. But that's what's so great with the Iris cardigan. You know, it's such a simple pattern that, you know, it means sewing with a sequin fabric isn't quite so daunting. It's the perfect opportunity to sew with a sequin. So yeah, this one is the gorgeous bronze colourway. I think that's absolutely stunning. But again, it comes in a whole range of colours because this is one of our core ranges here at Minerva. So yeah, I really hope somebody is inspired to make one of these. And yeah, I think I definitely will be for this party season for sure. And that's absolutely gorgeous. So that's all the fabrics I had to share with you. So I hope you found that very inspiring and hopefully very interesting and helpful as well, you know, for when you come to get, you know, your Iris cardigan pattern at home and, you know, you're deciding on your fabrics. Hopefully I've given you some, you know, some really good fabric options there, and also, you know, just getting across, you know, the general kind of characteristics you're looking for in a fabric. You know, if you're deciding to shop your stash, you know, you can, you know, hopefully this will guide you into the types of fabrics and the sorts of characteristics you want for the Iris cardigan. Or if, you know, you're shopping for fabric, hopefully I've been able to inspire you with some of those gorgeous options there. So just to mention, at Minerva we do offer super fast, free, worldwide delivery, so wherever you are in the world we can post fabric out to you. We do also offer samples of any of our fabrics as well, so, you know, if you want to actually see them in the flesh before you commit to buy, that's absolutely fine. You can order those on our site. We do sell all our fabrics in 10cm increments, so you can buy from as little as ½ metre, and then you can buy, you know, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 metres, etc. So you only need to buy what you need and there's no wastage there. We do also offer a thread matching service for all our fabrics as well, so we can do the hard work for you there. And if you are a member of our craft club, don't forget you can save 10% off all our fabrics and everything at Minerva if you're part of the Craft Club membership. If not, do take a look. We'll put a link below, and you know, when you join the membership, you know, you can start saving straight away, so that's a great deal. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you're inspired by, you know, my fabric choices. If you did enjoy the video, please do give us a like and a follow. And if you do make the Iris cardigan, please do share it with us on Minerva. Do join our wonderful free online sewing community, and you know, you'll be able to look at what other people are making, and you know, if you share your makes, you can inspire others as well. And we just love to see what you're making, especially, you know, with our fabrics and patterns, but you can share all your makes there on Minerva. So yeah, I'm really excited to see some of your Iris cardigans pop up on Minerva. Yeah, I can't wait to see them, and I really hope you enjoy sewing the pattern and having fun with your fabric selections with them. So thank you very much for watching today, and I'll be back again soon with more fabric and sewing goodness.